Continuing where we
might have to stand in front of all the smoke from that cooking chicken. Yeah. They'll just keep you there until you're purified.
There you go. That smells great. Picking up where we left off with your high school career.
The lessons, yes. Illinois is one of the 3 top states in the country for prep cross country and long distance running on the track. Mm-hmm. We have had some real legends in the sport come out of the state of Illinois. And in fact, they have not changed our state meet course. They first went from 2.75 to 3 my junior year. I won it. I broke 14 minutes. I ran 13:59. The next year, my senior year, I ran 13:50.6. And they've never changed the course distance because all these legends that ran there in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s from the state of Illinois, they want to keep that top 10 list so that it's a bar for other kids to shoot for. And so I'm fortunate to have come from a good state that really values cross country. Anybody that's seen The Long Green Line, the movie about Joe Newton's York High School cross country team, will understand that cross country is very, very popular and very, very important in the state of Illinois. And we just had that championships 2 weeks ago. It was a fantastic day, and in fact, they've got a young man coming out of Illinois this year called Lucas Versbickus, who won Foot Locker last year. He took a shot at my 38-year-old course record, and he got within 3.5 seconds, but I prevailed. My record prevailed. So it's a situation where we take cross country very seriously, and I like this concept where you have Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, and I think DC.
Yes, sir.
And so I think it's a wonderful, wonderful concept to pit the best of the best in those 4 states against each other. The lessons that these kids learn will help them if they run in college, and the few that then go on to run after that, it will hold them in good stead too. The basic essence of cross country and the lessons of training and the lessons of competition will not change. They haven't changed in 30-some years. They won't change in the next 30.
Speaking of lessons and lessons learned, perhaps, I wanted to talk with you. What can you say to kids today, youth, high school, middle school, and even younger, about taking advantage of an opportunity that's present today, whether it's taking advantage of a race that's such as this or whatever comes up next weekend? You've had some opportunities taken away from you. Is that true?
Well, yes. First of all, let me say this. I'm glad that the kids are here. I mean, we're like preaching to the choir. The kids that are at this level are the kids that did see cross country. They did see running as an opportunity to not only have fun, to travel, to make some friends, but then to have a competitive sport that they could participate in. And I'm glad that they grabbed that opportunity. Too soon it's gone. And, you can't go back sometimes. And when you leave high school and go to college, many of them won't be able to compete on the collegiate team, but they'll know the basics of how to run and how to get fit. And those are lessons that'll stay with them the rest of their life. Right. I had a 23-year competitive career, almost all of it at a national level. And so running is very much a part of my life. It still is, even though I'm 55 years old. But 13 years ago, I was driving down to a TV station that I did work at the 96 Olympic Games for, and I was hit head-on by a wrong-way driver on the interstate at 70 miles an hour. And I have had 15 surgeries in 13 years. And first of all, the biggest lesson was if I had not worn a seatbelt when I took off in the car that night, I would be dead. And even with the seatbelt, there was a lot of things of luck and the grace of God that I am still here. But I've had 15 surgeries, and I've had to treat each surgery and rehabilitation like it was an athletic campaign. That's the only way that I could get through it, and to try to get to the point where I could jog again. I can jog somewhat now, and so I have to cross-train on the bike and on the elliptical trainer and in the pool and other things that help keep me fit. The older you get, the more important it is to be aerobically fit, not just for competition, but for your good health. And so these kids have to realize that grab the opportunity today while it's available. You think you're bulletproof at 16 or 17 or 18.
Sure, who doesn't?
Always wear your seat belts. It'll give you that 2 or 3 seconds it took for me to buckle up, gave me a new chance at life. And then you grab opportunities when you see them like this. Don't take them for granted.
Right.
You never know when you'll be at the wrong place at the wrong time. If If you love somebody, tell them you love them. If you have goals in life, by God, start pursuing them. Don't put them off too long, because too soon is too late. And all I can say is live every day like it could be your last, and make the most of it and go for the gusto. And the kids today at the starting line, I'm sure, are the kind of kids that probably believe in that. And it is like preaching to the choir, but we can all be reminded of that, and I have to be reminded of it sometimes. We get all hung up on the little things in life that get us upset, and we have to look at the big picture. Look at the beautiful day we've got. Kids from 4 states, the parents are out here, the media's out here. It's colorful. We're going to have a good dinner afterwards, some good fellowship, and I think this is a wonderful way to spend this Saturday afternoon.
Sounds like a good plan to me. Mr. Virgin, thank you for spending some time with TriStateRunner.com. Thank you.
Well, thank you for promoting running. Thank you for promoting cross country. And tell the kids this is a sport and this is an activity that doesn't have to end when they leave high school. This is something they can do for the rest of their life, just in a little bit different manner. But that's the main thing is look at being fit and look at being fast as part of a lifestyle, and you'll go a lot farther that way.
Sounds like a plan.